Welcome to the latest edition of Endocrinology Updates, covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. Plixorafenib has shown durable activity in BRAF-altered thyroid cancers. In a Phase 1 and 2A subset analysis including 16 papillary and 5 anaplastic thyroid cancer patients, all heavily pre-treated, median progression-free survival in MAP kinase inhibitor naive. BRAF V600 papillary thyroid cancer reached 63.9 months with a clinical benefit rate of 85.7%. In anaplastic thyroid cancer, median progression-free survival was 16.1 months. Safety was consistent with its single-agent paradox breaker profile. These findings could influence prescriber choice and payer reviews as more data become available. Zuccara Therapeutics has begun Phase 2 testing of ZT01 in type 1 diabetes, aiming to prevent nocturnal hypoglycemia. Conducted in the United States and Canada, the trial builds on early evidence showing safety, tolerability, and restoration of glucagon response through somatostatin targeting. Outcomes may shape future practice and reimbursement discussions. In real-world evidence from Swedish registries, continuous positive airway pressure, or CPAP, was associated with a survival benefit in adults with type 2 diabetes and obstructive sleep apnea. Among more than 750,000 individuals, including over 12,000 CPAP users, prescription of CPAP was linked to a 26% reduction in all-cause mortality after adjustment. While limitations remain due to observational design, obstructive sleep apnea severity, and adherence data, the findings reinforce the role of sleep care in diabetes management. In Mexico, Hanmi Pharmaceutical has expanded its partnership with Laboratorios Silanes. Under a new licensing and supply agreement, Silanes will oversee local registration and distribution of Hanmi's combination diabetes drugs, extending a collaboration that began in 2019. This deal enhances Hanmi's formulation footprint while leveraging Silanes' local reach. The FDA has made public its complete response letter on MDMA-assisted therapy for post-traumatic stress disorder. Originally issued in August 2024, the letter outlines concerns raised at the June 2024 Advisory Committee, including insufficient capture of abuse potential adverse events, lack of evidence for durability beyond 18 weeks, and selection bias from high prior MDMA use in trial participants. The FDA has suggested a new randomized controlled trial with broader safety assessments. China's National Medical Products Administration has approved Mazdutide, the first dual glucagon and GLP-1 receptor agonist for glycemic control in adults with type 2 diabetes. Phase 3 trials in Chinese participants demonstrated superior reductions in hemoglobin, A1C, and weight compared with placebo and dulaglutide, with safety consistent with the incretin class. This marks the entry of a new competitor in the growing incretin market. In pediatric growth hormone deficiency, a U.S. budget impact model assessed lonapegsomatropin, marketed as Skytrofa. Assuming 1 million covered lives, the model projected approximately $960,000 in savings over 5 years, when lonapegsomatropin was included alongside daily and weekly growth hormone options. Savings were driven by acquisition costs and reduced wastage. Results remain dependent on assumptions and market dynamics. Eli Lilly has reported Phase 3 data for tirzepatide, branded as Mounjaro, in youths aged 10 to 17 with type 2 diabetes. In the SURPASS-PEDS trial of 99 participants on background metformin or insulin, tirzepatide achieved a mean hemoglobin A1C reduction of 2.2% compared to 0.05% with placebo at 30 weeks. Body mass index reductions were dose-dependent, and safety was aligned with the incretin class. Effects were sustained through 52 weeks in the extension study, and a filing for label expansion is underway. Stay ahead in endocrinology research. Like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consulting. See you next time.